take that risk. If you really believe and feel like the risk that you're about to take or the decision that you're about to make, take the risk, my friend. If you feel genuinely deep inside that you are going to be okay after the risk, or you think that this risk is worth taking the risk for, make that decision. I just took a risk that probably could have ended my whole entire basketball career. So, for you guys who didn't know, I tore my Achilles like in practice running. I tore it and I was currently going through the rehab stage. And a couple months passed by. I ended up getting selected for this little all-star basketball game. And remind you, I'm still not even healed, fully healed from my injury that I was going through. And in my mind, I'm like, should I take this risk? Should I do it? Because I have the possibility to not even be able to play basketball again. But mind you, I didn't even get to play my senior year of basketball because of that injury. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, so there's a big risk that I could take to not even be able to play basketball again. I was so in my mind about it and so in my head about it, like to the point where I was just like, bro, is this really worth it? Like, should I really do this? Should I play in this game? Should I even try to play in the game? And I played in the game today, and everybody was telling me I shouldn't have played in it. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt. Guess what? I'm not hurt. And I just want y'all to understand and not be afraid to take risks, because some risks, you just never know the outcome. Yeah, I had the biggest, most highest chance of getting hurt and setting back my whole entire time with healing. I could have set back my whole entire time with healing, but I ended up taking a risk because I felt like, genuinely, I felt like the decision that I was making, what everybody else was saying, wasn't gonna happen. I believed that, and I believed that to a full extent and 100% that it was not gonna happen, and it didn't happen. So that's what I want y'all to understand. Don't be afraid to take risks. Sometimes they're going to be scary. Sometimes you feel like, oh man, I don't know if I should do this because the ending will probably be drastic. So I want y'all to understand and know that you can take risks. Sometimes the risk will be a bad outcome. I'm not gonna say all risks are have a good outcome, because some risks, unfortunately, they have bad outcomes. So I want y'all to know to not be afraid to take those risks, not be afraid to do what you think is right, do what you think is the best thing to do what you want to do what you believe. Just take that risk, man. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take that risk, because just believe that you are going to achieve what you want. Because sometimes you taking that risk, bro, you might get closer to your goal. You might achieve that goal. You might unlock some things you never knew. You might learn some lessons about yourself that you never thought that you would know. You might learn, I don't know, it's just things that you could probably gain from taking risks. And it's especially a learning process, especially learning something new, especially just learning new things about yourself. So I want y'all to know and understand, don't be afraid to take those risks. Don't be afraid to do what you think is right, because you never know the outcome. They don't know the outcome. They probably, I don't know, they don't know the outcome. You just gotta take the risk and see what happens. Just take the risk, see what happens, see what it brings you, see what kind of enjoyment it brings you. It might bring you no enjoyment. So you just gotta deal with it and just take that risk, bro. Yeah, I was definitely scared, bro, playing. I was definitely scared. I was really like, my Achilles could literally snap again right now. And I'll get set back for I don't even know how much longer, probably the rest of my life. But I took that risk and I was like, this is it. I'm already here. And then I made it through and I didn't get hurt. I didn't get set back. So that's just my example that I want to give y'all, to not be afraid to take that risk, not be afraid to just trust yourself and trust what you believe is right. What you believe that you think is the right way to go. I just want y'all to know, and don't be afraid to take that risk, my friend. Do not be afraid, because you being afraid will cause, or the probability of you being afraid of that risk while taking it may be bad. I was a little afraid, but I wasn't afraid to the point where I was like, I'm not finna even do it because how afraid I am. I just took the risk and said, hey, if it happens, it happens, bro. I took that risk though. I just want y'all to understand and know that y'all can take these risks, and know that if you want everything to be okay, it'll be okay. If you want everything to be okay, it'll be okay. So take that risk. Don't be afraid. I love every single one of y'all. Y'all know that. Take that risk. May be bad though. I'm not gonna say every risk is good. It may be bad, but take that risk, my friend. And I love every single one of y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video.